En Esta Esquina, we talk about boxing, we talk about the past, the present, and the future of the sport. Welcome to En Esta Esquina podcast with Kid Rubaldino Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to En Esta Esquina podcast with Kid Rubaldino Jr. En Esta Esquina, we talk about boxing. En Esta Esquina, we talk about the past, the present, and the future of the sport. And in this episode, En Esta Esquina, we have a fighter that he laced up for the first time some boxing gloves at the age of 12 years old. Also, he went to fight amateur levels. He made his professional debut at 16 years old. Yes, you heard me right. At 16 years old, he had his first professional fight. And today, in this episode, this fighter, En Esta Esquina, is going to talk about his beginning on the sport, his highest on the sport, his lowest and darkest of the sport, and the comeback of his boxing career. Ladies and gentlemen, he is our 956 champion from the Rio Grande Valley with 29 victories, only 11 defeats, 11 wins by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, Raul, El Tigre, Casares.
Yes, sir. What's up, Raul?
Tigre.
Thank you,
Welcome,
bro.
Tigre.
Hey, yes, sir.
Welcome. Tigre, welcome to En Esta Esquina
Thank
podcast.
You. Thank you. Glad
It's a
to
pleasure having you here.
Glad to be here.
And hopefully with this podcast, everyone that know of you or doesn't know of you gonna get to know Raul El Tigre Casares.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Let's
go.
The beginning. 12 years old. You laced up some gloves. Why boxing?
Why boxing? I had my dad loves boxing. My dad, remember when Chavez Sr.
Yes, of course.
El Gran Campeón Mexicano. Every time Chavez fought, we had a party at the house. TV took it out. The whole neighborhood would come by. I had 3 older brothers. They were kind of very hard on me, man, growing up. Take me to parks. It would make me street fight, play football, tackle football with older kids, fight older kids, and I just wanted to prove myself to them. And again, I was 12 years old, and I was a very big kid. I was fat. I was obese. I weighed about 213.
213 pounds
at 12
years old.
Yes, sir. I was a big kid, and
That's Tigre.
I started liking girls at a very young age, so I wanted to lose weight.
That's great, and that's a perfect I think term that we're talking about, because right now the valley it's number one in obesity and kids, diabetic kids. So this is a perfect there's a lot of kids with obesity. Yes,
I see it all the time. I own a boxing gym.
So now
I tell people I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I own the gym. But now I see more the importance of working out, eating healthy. I mean, I saw it my whole life because I've been boxing since I was 12 years old.
Yes, and when gonna go there, you started at 12 years old, amateur. Your amateur career. What do you accomplish in your amateur career?
Amateur career, it wasn't like nowadays. Nowadays, you see kids trying to pick and choose their opponents. And you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying this. Coaches not even wanting to spar hard. Me, I was 12 years old. I trained with a bunch of local professionals: Rene Cantu, Raul Rodriguez, Roberto Rubaldino.
You were for those people that don't know, you're 10 years younger than me.
Yes, sir.
And the first time we met, we were sparring.
We sparred in your dad's house.
Yeah, you were 13,
sir.
13, 14, so I was 23. I was a man already. You were a kid. And I used to remember a tough, young athlete coming at me.
Well, I didn't know any better, Rua. That's what I'm saying. Kids nowadays, they don't want to spar hard. They don't want to fight hard. I had no choice. My dad said, lo va a hacer bien. My dad woke me up at 5 in the morning, take me to go run before school. When I sparred nothing but pros. They made me cry sometimes. The next day, get back in there. So I didn't know anything else. But you know what? 100% go hard.
Go for it. So you got to the amateur levels. You got
my first national tournament. A lot of people don't know this. I had 13 amateur fights. I went to Las Vegas for the Junior Golden Gloves Nationals. in my bracket, there was a kid with 87 fights. I fought him in the first fight. I had 13 fights. Thank God I dropped him with a body shot. I stopped him in the first round. Then I had a bye the second night. My third night, people are like, how do you have so many fights? Back then, it wasn't like nowadays. Back then, in the smoker, there's about 80, 90 fights in one day. So every weekend, I was fighting. The kid had over 300 amateur fights. I only had 13 amateur fights.
And you went at it.
Yeah, we went at it. He gave me 2 8 counts that day, that fight, but I finished the fight. And let me tell you one thing. That's what I tell the kids. Don't worry about wins or losses. I lost to a national champion at the time at only 13 bouts. When I came back from that tournament, I felt like I was 10 times better.
Better. Of course, the
You
experience
live and you learn, yeah.
The experience you get
And
from
kids nowadays
fighting.
are so scared to lose. Man,
Even in the sparring,
I tell the kids, bro, amateur is like college. You're going to fail some classes here and there, but you know what? Give it your all. Just
yeah, that's great.
And
that's a great
I also
philosophy.
tell kids, what's Mayweather's amateur record?
No one remembers.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
So get in there and fight.
So, 16 years old, you made your professional pro debut
Yes.
in Reynosa, Tamaulipas, Mexico.
Yes, sir.
16-year-old in the United States, not even legal yet.
Yes.
La Coliseo. You know that the Coliseo, one of the ex fighters from the old time, Nicky Benz, told me, you know what? Your dad made this.
Huh?
Your dad brought this alive.
I camped with Nicky Benz.
Yeah.
I trained with Nicky Benz. I think we fought at the Far Event Center. We trained in San Antonio for 6 weeks.
Yes. And the Arena Coliseo has a lot of history on it. So you pro debut 16 years old there.
16
How was it, your pro debut?
I fought un chavo, Jesus Peña. As a matter of fact, when I turned pro, I would go train in Reynosa. Every day I would just Reynosa. I trained with Joel Soto. Rocky Montoya, who was ranked top 10. He was ranked 7th.
Junior, Rocky Montoya Jr.
Yeah, he was ranked, I believe, 7th in the world in the IBF. He was ranked WBC 9th or 10th. 29-0 with 29 knockouts, and I was 16 years old, sparring him. So what I'm talking about, it's different nowadays. Nowadays, they don't even want to spar hard. You said it.
Yes, you're right.
And he beat me up quite a few times, but, I mean, it only made me better.
Stronger, better.
Yes, sir.
You're at what age in your career you felt unstoppable? You felt like no one's going to stop me here. I'm 100% in my body, technique, IQ, everything. I feel unstoppable because I'm more than you.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna touch this topic in this podcast, but it was like a roller coaster in my career since I was young. When I felt I had stopped living that nightlife for a while, I was going to church. 24 years old.
24.
I fought for the youth world title on pay-per-view.
Against who?
Anthony Ice Greenidge. That guy was, I was a 154 pounder. I wasn't even trained to fight at 160. I took that fight on a 3-day notice and we went and pulled off the upset.
Wow. I remember you were one of the young prospects from here from the Valley, and your fights, every time you fought, the whole arena, even though it was a small arena, the crowd was going crazy and used to have it. And I think that's what we're missing nowadays, Tigre. I think that's what we're missing nowadays.
The problem nowadays, I mean, there's a lot of he said, she said, everybody, I hate to say use this word, there's a lot of hate out there. Everybody wants to be better, even in sparring.
It's business. I think it's a business. It's always been
but
like that.
In California, I lived in California for a whole year. It's way different over there. There's gyms in every street corner, and everybody helps each other out. I think me as a promoter now, local promoter, I called every other promoter and told them one by one, you know what, guys, I'm not here to step on your toes. Let's work together. There's a lot of talent. So I believe if we change our mindset just a bit, and you know I'm real peleonero also, right? So it saved me a lot to understand that, you know what, if we want to help the kids out, we got to change the way we see things and let's work together.
The way we think, exactly. Okay, you
So,
went all the way ahead now. Let's
okay.
take it back to your professional career. You were 24 years old when you felt at the top of the
I
game.
thought I couldn't be beat, and I was rolling to church. I'm not telling everybody they must, but God is real, and God helped me a lot.
That's great. And to this point, you have it in your
Yes,
corner. Okay. And so then at the best, when you went to that downhill, you want to tell the people, 'cause it's very
well,
important
yes,
nowadays.
sir.
All the kids need to know this. Nowadays, kids with social media, they think they're boxers because they're pros, but they're drinking, they're partying, and they have no idea.
I'm gonna
What?
say this. I tell all my kids, if you want to live the nightlife, boxing is not for you, and you're not gonna get away with it. You can get away with it so far, but it's gonna hit you and it's gonna bring you down hard. Uh, drugs, drugs, drinking, partying. That's against boxing.
After what fight you went out of control? You say, after this fight, I thought I wasn't up.
Ruba, I'm so blessed. God loves me so much that I didn't deserve to be ranked top 10 to fight for the ranked lowest spot in the world. My whole life, I was doing drugs. 'Cause I was like 14 years old.
Why?
I grew up around it, friends. That's another thing. Kids got to choose their friends wise. Like, be wise about it. Uh, A lot of people that while you're winning, a lot of people are gonna be your friends. You're gonna be there. They want to be They want to be seen with you. They want to hang out with you. They're not your friends. Those ain't your friends. Friends and be the guys and say, hey, you know what, Tigre, you got to fight next week. Go home,
Go to sleep.
get some rest. They're not gonna say, "Nambe gente, let's party, bro. You
No.
got it." And
And that's a great message for all the kids right now, especially youth boxing. It's grown so much.
yes, sir.
And like you said, those friends that tell you, "Hey, come in," or you know what, let's go eat something healthy, or no, don't go to the gym. Let's go to the pool. Let's go to the island. Don't go to the gym today. Let's skip it. Those are the
Ruba,
from there. Your training starts from there. No, you think?
should I bring it up?
What is it? Yeah.
How I knew you were a great friend.
Oh, tell me. Yeah, of
Okay,
course. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Rubaldino, you trained me for one of my fights, trying to make a comeback. I wasn't right mentally. It wasn't enough time, and we took a fight. You trained me, had me in great shape. I had been sober for a good long time already, but I was still battling those demons, the urge. The friends were still calling me, and I was training for a fight. So a bunch of old friends were hitting me up, right? After the fight, it didn't go our way.
Mm-hmm.
And all my family was there. And I'm pretty sure you saw when one of my old friends called me over, invited me to the restroom. I told everybody this story. We went to the stall, and you kicked the stall door open. Boom. Rubaldino caught me. I was about to throw everything away, and you slapped me.
Yes.
Bah. I said to everybody, man, I'm grateful for that. Thank you for that. And that made a big difference in my life.
It's hard.
Pero pa' qué lloras?
Es que it's hard, Tire, porque sometimes we ask God to put you in the right place, and I think God put me in the right place for you.
I appreciate
As a
that, man.
trainer, as a friend. I mean, you know me since you were 13. We shared rings. We sparred each other. I mean, we kicked our asses each other. And at the end of the day, it's a competition of being better man at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
And it hurt me, and I was tiring at that point. I was in the peak of my with my gym. I was in the peak, and I still made time to train you. And I was tired. I still made time to train you. And then, the fight didn't go our way. That's fine. But there's life after boxing, like I will tell you. There's life after boxing. And then you were gonna throw it away, everything, what you did, what I did, my job, everything, the effort for nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to have balls, Tigre. And everyone that knows you, I'm more than sure, anyone that knows you, from friends, coaches, anyone, I don't think anyone has the balls to slap you in the face. And I did. I don't think it was me. I think it was God. And I'm thankful for it, bro. Because now,
Pero
this is the best version of Tigre that I've seen, way. And I'm
Appreciate it,
happy
man.
for it. And I'm happy that I was part of it.
Thank you. I appreciate it,
And
man, a
now
lot.
the comeback, you come back after your dark side, after you being almost young, almost done, you come back with your gym, bro. Helping kids.
Those kids sometimes don't understand. A lot of people say, "Man, you're so good to the kids. You're a blessing. Help a lot of kids out." Because I mean, I give props to my wife. She's there with me 24/7, supporting me. Sometimes I feel bad because Saturdays we're sparring, we're training. Saturdays we have fights. We travel for fights. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna end up losing her because I don't make time for her. Pero I think the kids have been a blessing in my life. They keep me busy, Ruba. They keep me going, and I need to be the example for them.
Yeah.
How am I gonna be preaching a drug-free life and then I'm doing it myself?
Yeah. I always taught you that. You always remember you said, when I'm retired, I'm gonna get fat. I don't care. Remember? That
I
was your words.
said,
Always. Don't think that you're dumb, you're stupid. No. You're supposed to always lead by example. All your career, you wanna get old and people to see you, oh, that was a fighter, always in shape, always looking good for the newcomers.
I don't look as good as you, but I try. But I try. I work out almost every day.
I know, and I see it, and I see it, and I see the kids, the way you help kids a lot. How long you been with your gym already?
11 years, 12.
11,
12 years.
12 years. That's amazing, and I'm glad I see what you're doing with the kids. And
And as a matter
now,
of fact, the goal of every trainer is to have a world champion. But to get those phone calls, and I get a lot of them messages on Instagram. Kids visit my gym when I haven't seen them in 3, 4 years. Thank you, coach. You made a big difference. El Tigre, I had big plans for that kid, Hector.
uh-huh.
I said this kid's gonna be world champ. And I saw him going through struggles, so I put my pride aside and my vision for him, and I got him a good job. Now the man's he's running plants up there, and
He's
where
doing
is he right
great. Yeah,
now?
he's doing great.
New
In other words,
Mexico.
you changed his direction.
He's doing
And
amazing.
I've seen you done it with so many kids. Good, because we're in this. That's the best. I think as a trainers, that's the best payment someone can give you.
Yes, sir.
Someone, hey, thank you, Ruba. Thank you, Tigre. You changed my life. Or in my case, thank you, Ruba. I was so overweight. I was all done. There was no way, not even in dreams. I thought I was going to be in this shape, feeling great like this. And it's amazing. And not only their physique, but their mentality
Yes.
and the way of living changes completely. And everything through boxing. And we're here
It's a
making a
blessing.
boxing show.
Yes, sir.
En Esta Esquina.
Fierro.
Tigre. And now the comeback. You're still in the sport now as a trainer, promoter, and manager.
Yes, sir.
GT Promotions. Talk about them.
Man, it's been a blessing, bro, because I like you said, I've been through the ups and downs, the lows, the highs. I'm not gonna say I know it all because you never stop learning, but I've been through a lot in boxing. The good part of it, good managing part of it, the downfalls where they steal from you, where this, that. And I promise one thing to myself, to God, I'm not gonna be that guy that steals from a kid. I'm gonna try and, of course, the promoter, you wanna make, at least you wanna, como se llama, not lose money. But as long as I don't lose money and the kids can make a good living, keep busy in their career, I'm here to do that. I want to help them reach the next level. If not, help them finish boxing on the A side. Good.
GT Promotions has done 1 or 2 shows.
One
show, right?
Yes, we had a scheduled September 6th show. As you know, we had a meeting with Juan Manuel Marquez. He wanted to bring boxing down to the valley, to Edinburgh. We had a meeting. We went ahead and gave him our date because I'm not going to compete with a legend like Marquez. But I asked him to put two of my boys, Julio El Técnico Avitia, who's having his pro debut September 6th.
Awesome. Can't wait to see
And
Avitia.
Daniel El Giro Polanco. That kid's 2-0 with one knockout.
Yes, I've seen him. I can't wait to see Avitia. I haven't seen him in a while. Avitia and I, he's Sparring.
He's gonna put on the
uncle.
show,
We
man.
go back. We used to train together. We used to spar together. And I can imagine it's his bloodline.
Yes,
So
sir.
what's the plan? What's the future for GT? What's your dream for GT
As
promotion?
of now, like I said, I called every promoter myself when I got licensed. I told them, you know what, I'm not here to step on no one's toes. We can easily work together. This year I only did 2 shows because of that. Next year I'm looking to hopefully do 3 to 4 shows. And us GT Promotions, along with Rolos and Juarez Promotions, have a very good relationship. So I'm gonna keep my boys busy, 3-4 shows a year, and then put them also in Rolos Juarez shows also.
Mix it.
Yes, sir.
That's great. That's a great idea. So we can. I think that's the way boxing stars are born, facing the best with the best. Okay, and I've seen your fights. I've seen your shows, and the fights are very even. They're pretty.
It was a good show.
Yes, it's a very good show, and I can't wait for the next one.
Thank you.
Tigre, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being at one point a student. Thank you for being just there.
A sparring partner.
Sparring partners, yes, sparring
you
partners.
Would kick my ass, but
a couple of times, but you real hard. I have to, man. I had to. Thank you, and thank you for coming for my first podcast, En Esta Esquina.
Anytime, Raul.
With Kid Rubaldino Jr. And hopefully people out there get to know Raul El Tigre Casares. Thank you, guys. God bless you. To the next one.
Hierro.
En Esta Esquina, we talk about boxing. We talk about the past, the present, and the future of the sport. Welcome to En Esta Esquina podcast with Kid Rubaldino Jr.